iHeart Podcasts. Hear more Gold 101.7 podcasts,
playlists, and listen live on the free iHeart app.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation.
Well, the jury has reached a verdict in the case of disgraced rapper Sean P. Diddy. For more, let's cross right now to entertainment correspondent Cooper Lawrence in New York. Cooper, hi.
Hi.
So I'm hearing stories of guilty, not guilty, bits and pieces. Give us the info.
You know, you're catching me on a bad day. I'm in a really bad... Juries are so stupid. This has made me so angry, this whole thing, because this guy is an abuser. It's just the fact that our laws here are so crazy. For example, we all saw the video of him beating Cassie. It's not like Diddy didn't he? You know, all these witnesses come forward and say, we heard him beating her through the door. Even the sex worker who was there said he couldn't perform because it was such a horrible situation that he was in. But our laws are such that if she didn't go to court within a year of that incident, it's no longer an incident. She had a year, and that year has come and gone. So, in the trial, the jury didn't have to take that into consideration. So the racketeering charge was the big one. That's the one that there was not a chance that they were going to find him guilty of racketeering. So that, in case you don't know what that is, it's basically like he's the head of a empire and had other people go out and do his bidding. Right. So that they couldn't prove that. We knew that was never going to happen. The sex trafficking, same thing. The reason why both Cassie and Jane Doe didn't get the sex trafficking is because the jury believed that they were complicit, that somehow, because they were in relationships with him, and there were all these texts that said, you know, love you, boo, can't wait for the next freak off, which juries don't see that they did that out of fear because psychologically, he had messed with them so badly. Instead, they said, well, it must be consensual. So juries are stupid.
Right.
I think there were 8 men, 4 women. Is that right on the jury?
Yeah, stupid ones.
Yeah.
All of them.
What is he going to do? Jail time? Does he get out of jail?
So he got guilty of something, didn't he? He was guilty of something.
Right. So he's guilty of prostitution. He's guilty of prostitution both in Cassie's case and Jane Doe. The problem is that those are the only charges that don't carry a sentence that is mandatory. It's a maximum of 10 years, but they don't have to give him any time at all. The judge can decide, you know what, time served, pay some bail, pay us $1 million, and you can go free. So there will be a sentencing hearing. They have not set the date for that yet. So, but for now, what we're waiting for is his attorney has said to the judge, listen, he's off on the big charges he was not guilty. You should send him home. Let's let him out on bail. The prosecution is saying, no, these prostitution charges are still pretty serious. Anybody else who's not rich and famous would go right back to prison because we're still talking about a potential for 20 years in prison for this. So we are waiting right now. Both sides have gone to the judge and they've made their case of bail and no bail. So that's the next thing that we're waiting for. We will find out hopefully by the end of the day today if they're going to let him go home or if he's going to go back to prison.
Wow.
Is all this, despite any of these findings, is it all going to be career ending?
Oh, I mean, this has all been career ending. The difference between what's really interesting when you go outside the courtroom, I've walked by there. There's only like a handful of people. It's not like Michael Jackson where everybody loved him and there were thousands of people out there because he was innocent. This is a guy who admitted to drug use. He admitted to prostitution. He admitted to beating, basically the abuse that these women suffered. He basically said, yeah, that did happen. So a lot of people don't have sympathy towards him. So as it is, I guess the general public who didn't really know much about him will definitely turn their back on him. But like any other celebrity, he has his diehard fans who are literally down there right now covering their bodies in baby oil.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah, they're down there in support. They have T-shirts that say, Frico isn't Rico. There's like 10 of them. It's not like there's hundreds of them. There's only like 3 or 4 people. It's not a lot of people.
Frico isn't Rico.
Wow.
Yeah, that's their motto. They have to have a motto, so that's what it is.
Cooper, it's always great to talk to you, and I like the authentic New York police sirens in the background as well to indicate that you're indeed.
I'm right by the courthouse now, that's
exactly.
why. So.
I'm walking here. Cooper, thank you for joining here.
Thanks, guys.
We'll catch up with you next time. Cooper Lawrence reporting live from New York.